What a kicker for the second one. Third one coming in for that is Scotland. A side formed just 2 weeks before registration was closed, and already competing. Corner cleared. Can they shoot here? Chance to shoot. Prowls it, but off target. No problem for that is the goalkeeper Nledmo Muzaruri. They call him Zipra. He has been with Harare City before he joined the Trojan Stars here, and it was a shot in anger there by Emmanuel Saidi. They'll start, and right now they've been given opportunity. That is Trojan Stars to make sure their malware can affect the Scotland yard. Cleared, throw in on the far side. Denver, Mutikubuke, Nkamba. They'll push it back to Badra. Lincoln Sasia. That is Carson Chiro, back to the goalkeeper, Panashe Nyabunga. They're still searching how they can penetrate this Trojan side, and they're being allowed to have the ball in their own half. The keeper having most of the charges done, most of the infield players so far. Throw in. A bit of a press there coming through from Trojan Stars. Carson Chiro, the centre back, will leave it, I'm sure, for Ronald Pubitzai, the left back. Those are his duties. Traditionally, left backs get these throw-ins, and it's a long, stretchy one. Nicely taken by Trojan Stars. Twist and turn coming through from Francisco Kachiza. Wins the free kick. Joe, so far, Trojan letting Scotland have a bit of the ball.
Oh yes, I think for me this is a very tactical approach to the game. Look, these are teams that are separated, one on top of the log and another mid-table. Not that they are bad boys or anything. If you look at their past 3 games, Trojan have actually won 2 games and drew 1. So actually they are a team that are in the groove. They are a team that is actually feeling good about themselves and definitely managing to contain Scotland in the early minutes of the game.
All right, great. As you see, Trojan regaining possession. Communication there. Better from Trojan as they maintain possession in the middle of the park. They'll push it back to their goalkeeper. Oh, they still have. Oh, finally they do. Dangerous play. Good pressing from Scotland, but it works well for them. Trojan Stars as they move forward now. Great experience within the Scotland team. They'll clear their line, Scotland, as they search for King Natolo. They win possession in the middle of the park. Zaras, the referee, will surely give us a free kick. 5 minutes gone so far. Sportsmanship gets them to get up. That is Timisani Kabane. The referee will order a restart to that. Quickly taken while the ball is in motion. They wanted to catch them off guard.
Oh yes, yeah. The referee was still attending to the situation there, and of course Trojan were in a hurry. They wanted to make a quick play out of that set piece.
Oh, they make a meal of it here. They launch a long one forward. The goalkeeper clears the lines for Scotland as they were almost caught on a counter. Scotland with possession with Denver, Mutikubuke Mkamba. In the reverse fixture, he scored a brace. Can he engineer another victory for Scotland that they desperately need? Looking at the other results. Zinko, a chance for Trojan here to attack. Can he get a shot at target? Well blocked by Badra. Lincoln Zasia showing his years of experience. The former Kaiser Chiefs man plied his trade in Greece. Years of great experience with a sliding tackle to block that shot.
Yeah, experience came in handy because when you are facing your own goal, it's either you are actually more at risk to concede a penalty or even score an own goal. But he showed his experience out of that play by effectively blocking that ball out for a corner.
It's another shot in anger, but that one will belong to the rugby field. I'm sure it would have been between the posts. if this was a rugby game, but this is football. It's more than a league in the Northern Region Soccer League. Scotland FC taking on Trojan Stars. And of course, Trojan Stars, one of the oldest clubs in the Northern Region, formed in 1976.
Oh yes, yeah, Marsh Central has actually been part of the story of Zimbabwean football. We talk of way back from the Mangura days. All the years so far, Marsh Central has always been part of the football conversation landscape in Zimbabwe.
The goalkeeper to restart. That is the man Panashe Nyambunga. They play shot, quite risky, but clever. Leader nonetheless, as they find. That is Kazan Chirwa. Launches a long one. Telegraphed to the wrong team altogether. Wrong shot. Lenmore.
ZBC Current Affairs, thriving for excellence and perfection in setting the agenda, shaping the Zimbabwean story and sustaining the narrative through detailed analysis and discussions, bringing to you polished live coverage of national events. We are ZBC Current Affairs, delivering to you the national budget, live parliamentary debates, independence, Heroes Day and Defense Forces events. We bring you insightful documentaries, special programs, and thought-provoking debates. ZBC Current Affairs. We are definitely Zimbabwean, telling an accurate.
For the restart, Butler will take it. Lincoln in Sosia. The long inside the 18. Header. But not connecting with it to give it the right direction towards goal for it to be on target, and that one goes off target. Goal kick. Lenmore Mzaruri, popularly known as Zipra. Push it back. The goalkeeper. You'll find his right back here. Julius Suisa. The middle of the park. Good pressing from Scotland as they win possession. Cleverly done. Asking too much of him. He's got the pace. And can he whip in across here? Checks in. They'll push it back. I'm sure they will look to get something inside the box. It's whipped in, but it's overcooked. Wasted chance as 10 minutes gone. So far, none have settled in to find the shooting puts on target.
Yes, none have settled in, but again, if you look at it from a different perspective, they are currently evenly balanced. And each team is actually showing their intent that they want to be very careful in their application in this game. And of course, I think this game can do with a goal. And a goal from either side will actually open up this game. Because at the moment, teams are still cagey, still trying to open each other up, but still we haven't witnessed a goal yet.
Indeed. Throw in. The foul conceded there by Chirwa, too strong on his opponent there. That is Tefaza Gwashavanu, who came in today to replace the well-experienced Taurai Chinyerere, who has been with Trojan Stars since 2014. Today, the young man being given a rare start in this one. And let's up, he's all right, as the medics are in there. That is Melissa Neumambu, the team doctor, together with Taliance Dube. It's been taken out. Free kick to Trojan Stars. Can this Maue go undetected to the Scotland yard? Webson across, the goalkeeper is in there, he misses it. Wasn't too sure, bubbling a header. The goalkeeper finally gets the second part of the cherry. almost made a meal of it there.
That's always a risk when you're a goalkeeper. When a cross is whipped into your box, when you go for it, make sure you get it. Otherwise, when you miss it, then it's likely to be disaster behind you.
Denver Mkamba pushes it back to Padra. Lincoln Josia. Back to the goalkeeper, Panashe Nyabunga. King Nadolo. Good turn coming from Emmanuel Saidi, former Yada. You'll feel like at home today, this afternoon. Albert's played for Scotland. Free kick. It says William Nyasulu. Trojan Stars themselves are coached by Webster Chigoza, assisted by Finas Simango, as well as the goalkeepers coach Tafaza Mchunami and Martin Mine. Scotland needs 3 points to keep the pressure on the leading pack. Moz with a big victory yesterday.
Well,
5-1, and they're sitting at the apex.
Yes, fine. At the moment, Scotland cannot afford to drop points, as it were. Even a draw at the moment might not appear productive. You might say you didn't lose, but you'd have dropped 2 points. Because as we speak right now, the 4 teams at the top of the log actually have a say in the direction of the league title. But of course, there's still more games to go. There's about 13 games to play, and that's 39 points. That's a whooping whole load of points to fight for. So at the moment, but one needs to be consistent. Don't drop points along the way. Don't be reckless. Always make sure you are tight and avoid dropping points.
Tadiwana Shehuni behind this one. Let's see how they're going to execute this one. Chipped in. Goalkeeper was always going to be favorite on that one. Kubani, the man who comes from South Africa, Timisani. Another free kick. They need to be careful. Trojan Stars, they're going in hard. They need to start with the referee. Jacob Nyakope. He was best in Mozambique. Recruited this time around. Scotland doing most of the business this season. Looking to really qualify. They really want to be in the Premier Soccer League.
Yes, I agree with you, Valentine. If you look at the way Scotland has gone on to run the club and also do the business, you can actually see a team that is intent on causing a dent in the Division 1 and Northern Region Soccer League. And the way they are doing their business, I think for me, is commendable. It also speaks of a voice that is arising in the Zimbabwean football landscape.
And then Trojan Stars restart with the goalkeeper, Lenmore Yamzarur, to Umali Yusuf, their most productive player on the pitch in terms of goals and assists as well. The captain launches a long one forward. The receiver, it was overcooked for him. Ronald Pupetai also came back from South Africa to go a division lower. Some would have thought he was still good enough for the Premier Soccer League, but it is the intent of Scotland Football Club and their seriousness and their investment. King Natolo, the clever pass is an 18, a chance, and it's a goal! Clever! Offside trap! Beaten with a clever, incisive pass!
That's the hallmark of a sniper. That's
Fifth
the hallmark
goal
of
for
a
Denver
sniper.
Mkamba.
Yeah. He was unmarked. That speaks of poor marking on Trojan defense. They let him run into space, and of course the assist that came in from left wing, it was pinpoint, and he did justice to flight the ball to the far post and beating goalkeeper with no chance.
On the 16th minute, Scotland draw first blood here. Clever interplay between King Natolo with a royal pass to Denver Mkamba, and he slotted it home intelligently.
That pass can destroy any defense, Valentine. I mean, it was cleverly done, pinpoint, and very effective. At the end of the day, they are one up.
One up. Scotland in the chase, and that goal will make them level with Black Rhinos with the same number of points, but I'm sure they'll go above Black Rhinos because of head-to-head. And they'll be 3 points behind, rather 4 points behind log leaders, Moz. And the Scotland fans have found their voice here. Reminds me of motor action with their brass band.
Oh yes, yeah, you bring in fond memories, Valentine. Those were the days, and it was a pleasure to go to Motor Action Sports Club.
They have the tails up now. Denver to Kabani, to Msani, back to Denver, switches, flanks. Chira. Panache Huni. King Natolo tries to take his marker, wins the free kick in the process. He's been subjected to a lot of fouls this afternoon. 3 so far on him.
He is one tricky customer. He's actually a player who's confident with the ball. He enjoys playing football to his feet. So yeah, fine. Of course, he's bound to invite such kind of tackles when you are playing teams that actually don't want you to damage them. But of course, you can't take that away from him. He's a skillful player who likes to play the ball to his feet.
That's it. Emmanuel Saidi for Mayada with poor pass. Free kick. On again, that man. King Natolo. And he's not in agreement with the referee. That is Tafaza Gwashavanu. And the referee says, I'm the man in charge. Let's play. Scotland. The cross inside the box. This should fall kindly for a throw-in favor of Scotland from Pizai. The left back to take it. Some still argue that is one of the best left backs we have in the country. Here they come now. For Pizai tussling. Free kick to Trojan. Genesis Magombe in your picture there. The coach will resign from Dynamos to join Scotland Football Club. Though some would argue that imminently you knew he was going to be fired. And he was the best man available. Could he get that is Scotland to the promised land? And the Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League come season end? That's the big question. And I'm sure that's the job he was given and the task at hand. I'm sure he's really much aware of it. They push it back to Patra. Lincoln Josiah. Launches a long one. Denver asking for a free kick. Not given. Natolo. Denver. Here comes Scotland now. Can they cook up something here? Shot too much of the ball. Good interception. They regain possession. Oh, clever, smart and neat. Can he whip in across? It's a poor one from Fubitsai. Trojan to regain possession. They're looking for Tafadzwa. Not quite. Throw in. Clever son Mutemaringa. The number 20.
I think, Valentine, the goal scored by Denver Mundimukumbike for Scotland has actually unsettled Trojan. If you look at their type of play at the moment, they've been lethargic, they've been reckless with the ball, they haven't been as neat and tight as they were in the first 10-15 minutes of the game until they conceded that goal. So I think Trojan are better advised just to be steady. We have conceded early in the game. There's still enough time to come back into this game and probably even cause an upset.
Indeed. Goalkeeper launches along. This is a good one. Good attack. Finder, that is Jacob Nyakope. Badra, Lincoln Josiah. prefers his goalkeeper over anybody else. Chira. Kumbizai playing a bit forward. Josiah. Denver with a clever touch to Natola. Denver with the 10, show me your number. They get to showboat quite a bit.
Yeah, well, he's in his groove right now. Imagine you have scored a goal and you're actually having your footprint in the game. So yeah, players tend to be carried away when they that influence in a game. But look, let the boy enjoy himself.
Denver now threads a clever pass. Gets into the 18 here. To Bisani Kubane. The man with a clever touch. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't have counted nonetheless. King Natolo surely should have found the target, but that would have been offside nonetheless.
It would have been offside nonetheless, but if you look at the move, the way they knitted their passes into the box, it also speaks of how they are finding each other as a team, and they know where a teammate is meant to be running into those pockets of play, and then effectively they get something out of those. But watch Denver Mkamba, he's enjoying himself this afternoon.
He's having a good game. Good afternoon so far for him. Free kick. Trojan Stars to restart that one. Badra to clear. Clever shows his years of experience. Good opportunity there. No problem for the goalkeeper. Wow, clever from the goalkeeper. Denver is looking to thread a pass to Kubani. Chasing on. Enters the space. What can he do now? Denver, the clever touch. Cross is lifted. That's it. Good save by the goalkeeper. Trojan living dangerously here. Injury to the goalkeeper. Or is it claiming that it's a head injury? That is the man, Dumisani Kubani. The man who came from South Africa. That's the man who's in real form this afternoon. That's Devon Kamba. Really showing his class and touch. Bring all the class to this encounter. The coach, Genesis Mangombe, himself, I'm sure, because of the shouting, he gets to have a sip of water. Chance also to back a few instructions. As you see also, the Trojan says, coach also backing a few instructions, Joe. A chance for them to get that.
A chance for them to go 2 up, but of course we want to also mention that the Trojan goalkeeper Mzaruni was actually the goalkeeper of the month for the month of April, and he's the Trojan goalkeeper, and he's the goalkeeper of the month for the month of April in the Northern Region, Zipa Division 1 League.
So it's not pushover. He's a man in his fine form, but already beaten once.
Yes, beaten once. I mean, you can't fault him from that goal. I mean, that was a clinical goal, placement, emphatic, and you can't blame the goalkeeper for that goal.
He did. Nadolo, Denver, Kumbizai, Nadolo. Tries his 10 and save over, couldn't complete it. Trojan will regain possession. Juisa Julius. Chris Mazure to Yusuf Umali. Chuisa. Denver now. What can he do now? Denver. Poor from him. Rush challenge. Both men and the ball. Dangerous play there coming through from Emmanuel Saidi, and the first yellow is shown to Emmanuel Saidi.
Yeah, I think that yellow was deserving. I mean, he came in hard and on the heels of a player that was dangerous play. And again, when you look at the place where the foul was committed, there was no risk at all for Scotland to give away a free kick in that play, in that zone, as well as consider a yellow card for that matter.
Indeed. And of course, the man there, that is Saidi.
Emmanuel Saidi.
Emmanuel Saidi. He already has 2 red cards, so far.
Yeah, well, he is a hard man in the game, but at the same time, you also want to be careful how you apply yourself into tackles. Don't give away unnecessary tackles, and don't end yourself unnecessary cards. Like now, he's called Mr. Cards, and that's not a good name to get out of football.
It won't be a football match, a game without him getting a card.
Yeah, he reminds me of Liverpool's James Milner.
Yes.
You'll always get a card for himself.
Trojan Stars now, the center circle. Couldn't thread a pass there. Wasn't read by his teammates. They couldn't see what he could see. Lincoln is just here. Being allowed to cross the center line. They'll push it way back again. Back to the goalkeeper. Panache Nyabunga. Switches flanks this time around to find King Nadolo. Good touch from him. Better play. Emmanuel Saidi. Chira. Obedzai. Chira. They couldn't give it in. Denver with a quick throw in. And the referee won't allow it because he's accused of having fouled. That is the man Yusuf Umali.
Denver Mkamba ends himself a yellow card. I think for demonstrating.
He needs to argue with the referee.
Yes,
he needs to calm down. And he has earned himself a yellow card in the process.
It's very and I think it emanated from the fact that Trojan were actually trying to get the ball, and the ball, as the ball was rolling out into touch, Coach Genesis Mangombe actually engaged in play, trying to retrieve the ball. But which I think, in my view, the coach actually, it was too early for him to try and move in and try and stop the ball. Because the Trojan player was still having momentum, trying to run for the ball.
Indeed. Clever touch! Natolo! Chance! Oh my goodness, it took too long! For what reason? I don't know. But still a chance. They clear the line, Trojan Stars. But it was a clever touch from Tebam Kappa. Free kick. What a wasted chance.
Yeah, it was a wasted chance. You took forever to execute that chance, but then allowed the Trojan defense to recover and effectively block his attempted goal.
In fact, it was Mr. Katz there. You should have really picked up. It took too long in that process. You just slot it on. He was face to face with the goalkeeper.
Even from his body language, you could actually see what he's trying to do. That was trying to curl a far post, curling shot into the net, which of course the Trojan defense was quick enough to read it and block it effectively.
It was way too telegraphed.
Yeah.
And the defender managed to recover and block that one.
Yeah, very well done by the defender to make sure he thought that attempted goal.
The referee orders the restart here. That's William Nyasulu. 31 minutes. 1-0 Scotland in the lead against Trojan Stars. The Northern Region Soccer League. Match day 25. Scotland fourth on the log, looking to go third with the win here and be 4 points behind the log leaders Mouse. Kudzanai Kurnyoro. Shielding coming flowing from Tibisani Kubani. Don't leave it for Mr. Katz. Badra with the quick one to King Nadolo. Denver. Nadolo. Surely could have played advantage, but Denver, I'm sure after getting a yellow card, will milk this one to give a referee a bit of guilt because he received a needless yellow card himself.
Yeah, well, these are mind games you find in players, and of course, I think justifiably so. Look, you want to apply yourself even mentally. You don't want to be reckless. You want to be careful how you behave yourself on the pitch, and at the same time, you want to cause problems for your opponents, either through football or through mind games in the game.
And it looks like he has gotten his way, as the yellow card has been shown there.
Yeah. He sold him the yellow.
He did, to Kutsanai. Oh, rather than Munemo. Unfortunate. The referee will order a restart. For Mitai. To another elder statesman in Lincoln, Badra Shasia. Ronald Pubitai. Nadolo. Late title.
Yeah, that was a late title, yes. Yeah. Yeah, the ball had actually left the area, and then he still committed the foul. He still went on for trying to play that ball.
The fans, calm, enjoying the game as well, nodding, I guess a sign of approval.
Yeah, a sign of approval. And also, if you look at the atmosphere, we have a vocal crowd from Mabuku, a vocal crowd behind Scotland, which is actually what you want to see in a football stadium. You know, you want to see people coming to enjoy themselves. It's a free environment, a family environment. Let people come in and have fun, whether your team wins or loses. But just the atmosphere, the environment at a soccer stadium. This is what we want to look forward to.
Temaringa getting a yellow. Fubita with a good one. Defended well by Trojan Stars. No foul. Or the referee gives it because the second assistant had flagged it. He had allowed play to go on. Free kick. We're now into the 35th minute. 10 minutes plus optional time still to play. Devon Kampa to take this one. Looks like he's gained a bit of weight.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. Yeah. I think he's putting on that body for an athletic body.
Just goal! Pubitai. What has been flagged here?
Oh,
foul on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it didn't count. The referee judged that the goalkeeper had been fouled, and then now it's going to be free kick to Trojan Stars, much to the relief of the goalkeeper of the month for the month of April.
And he knows what he did. That smile on his face from his eye tells it all. Restart from Lenmo Mzaruri. Trojan Stars now trying to build from the back, trying to launch another one. Tepuan blocked by Denver. Nicely done. Nadolo, clever control. Good pass from him. A chance. Can he shoot? And it bubbles. And they survive. And he was offside nonetheless. That wouldn't have counted. They're living dangerously here.
And I'm sure Scotland will be buoyed by what is happening across town. Now they have an opportunity to leapfrog Black Rhinos, who are currently, who played yesterday, who played against Shamba, and they drew 0-0. So this is actually an opportunity for Scotland to leapfrog Black Rhinos on the log table.
Indeed. They need all 3 points here. Yusuf Umali to take it. He's the set piece taker. Nicely done. It's a clever one, but too close to the goalkeeper nonetheless. No problem for Panashe Nyabuga. Chira for Bizai. Chiro, rather Denver being given a Ribeiro role, is free roaming middle, right wing.
Yeah, I think that's what he enjoys. Because look, Denver Kamba is the kind of player who enjoys playing the ball. You know, he's one who wants to influence his proceedings with the ball to his feet. Look at his passes, look at the way he controls the ball. He's quite a talented player, he's a gifted player as well as a skillful player. You always want to have that libero role that he enjoys and expresses himself in a football game.
Trojan Stars really yet to taste how good Panashe Nyabunga is this afternoon. Zosia wins the free kick in the process. Doesn't look too happy with the referee. Asking the questions, what wrong did I do? That is Ashley Ndege. Quick change here. Because he's sitting on a yellow. They're taking him out, Mr. Cut. That is Emmanuel Saidi, and they bring in, that is Wesha Wellington Kamchikariwa.
To lose, you just don't want to risk anything.
Launch another attack going forward, that is Scotland, but the receiver of that telegraph, just a little wrong address I suppose, he didn't receive it. They'll start from the back, Trojan through the goalkeeper, launching a long one now. Badra to clear the lines. Yusuf Umali has scored 3 penalties so far. He shoots, but that one off target and way over the bar.
Yeah, I think he wasted a move there. I mean, I think he had other options to play and as well give his team an advantage. Trying to, a speculative goal from that range, which I think was not really going to be a bother. As it is, it wasn't a bother to do Scotland.
Denver trying to thread a quick one, but didn't get the bearings correct. Throw in on the far side, just plus the corner flag there. And they will leave it for Chris Benzure. Time to eat some nuts and enjoy the game. It's a pleasant afternoon. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. The weather quite good for game of football. From Bitai, Badra, Nikon Josia. Good touch, good interplay from Scotland. Better from Bitai. The cheeky back heel.
Beautiful stuff.
But concedes the throw in nonetheless. They'll start now. Trojan trailing by goal to nil here. Goal scored. But Denver Mudikumbu Kemkaba in the reverse fixture, he scored a brace as well. Could you replicate that as well? He loves scoring against Trojan Stars, Denver Mkamba.
Yeah, Denver Mkamba, yes, Trojan's phone number on speed dial. He's actually enjoying himself. Even if you look at the way he's playing this afternoon, you know, he's a player who's actually at ease. He's playing under no pressure. He's expressing himself in a way that he wants, and effectively he has scored the deciding goal so far.
Beauty and the game as well.
Beauty of football. Everyone is welcome. This is what we want to see, Valentine. People coming to watch our game. Look at that. That's a family. Someone could be playing games there. Someone could be taking selfies. Someone could be actually taking pictures from what is happening on the turf. This is actually good for the game of football. We want to see this kind of images on our game.
They launch another attack. Scotland. Clever interchange of passes. Jacob Nyakabe. The wrong man. He needs to clear his lines quickly here. He was lucky that he wasn't pickpocketed in that instance. Denver, he has to be careful. Used his hands. Youssef Umali. Been impressed with him so far.
The substitution that we've just witnessed, Valentine, is actually the third substitution in the first half for this season to be done by Scotland. So, well, it seems Scotland, they don't really waste time when it comes to changing their lineup. They can do that even in the first half.
You don't make mistakes, I suppose. They correct them.
Instantly. You talk of instant justice, but at the same time, if you look at it differently, Valentine, even if a player makes a mistake, you want to encourage them. You don't want to discourage them so that they feel like they are worthless, they are of no value to the team, but rather address the issues maybe at half time in the dressing room, because you don't want to discourage a player. Players do make mistakes, and at times they make costly mistakes, but then how do you manage them after having made that mistake? Like in that instance, you can't take away that player. You know, you want to manage the player, encourage him, keep them going, even if they make that mistake in the 3rd minute or in the 40th minute or even in the 80th minute.
Looks like he never walks alone. And I'm sure he's waiting for the big derby.
Yeah, well, I bet that one soccer fan who will want to rush home after this game.
Trojan trying to ask a few questions, maybe get one before the whistle blows for the first half here. 1 minute plus optional time still to play as we enter the 45th minute here. Kudzanai Kurunyoro push it now to Crispa Zure. Crispa Zure now launching a long one forward inside the 18. Defended well, but Pablis dived nicely. A chance. Good save from the goalkeeper, but that was good intent being shown there by Ashley Ndege.
Yeah, probably one of the best moves that we've seen from Trojan this afternoon, in this first half so far. And I think they did well there to pierce through the Scotland defense and effectively find a shot on target, which of course goalkeeper Panache ably dealt with in that instance.
That's it. Chiro launches a long one forward. A chance here! Oh, lucky to survive that one. Surely that should have been a goal kick, not a corner kick.
Yeah, but the referee has given a corner kick. I thought that was a goal kick.
They survive here. The captain calming down his players. Corner kick. Long one, a chance. Oh my goodness, side netting. Badra, Lincoln Industria almost got to the end of that one. Surely should have gotten that on target at least.
Yeah, the goalkeeper will breathe a sigh of relief for that ball grazing the wrong side of the net. Otherwise, it could have been 2-0 in favor of Scotland in this case. But of course, they wasted that. It was a free header on the far post coming from a corner for Scotland.
Goalkeeper will launch the attack for Trojan Stars. Checks his watch, the referee. Scotland push it back now, way back to the goalkeeper, who was alert to the call of that pass. Clears the lines. But a play from Trojan Stars. You can tell there are no pushovers. There's something just a small thing that is missing within their play. The confidence.
I agree with you, Valentine. I mean, Trojan, fine. They are mid-table at the moment, which is also speaking of the fact that Division 1 is actually a tight league. It's not a game. It's not a league for small boys. But of course, they are mid-table. But what they've shown us so far is there are just no pushovers. They've actually argued their case out, and they are actually frustrating Scotland to get more goals. So Trojan, they are trailing 1-0, but they are not a bad side. I can tell you that.
The pomp and fun here at the Hart Stadium. They are pouring their hearts out in excitement. It comes! My goodness. And the referee will say, okay, that went too high to the birds. We might as well go for the oranges.
Might as well go for half-time while the ball boys are retrieving that ball, allowing the team to go to half-time, Valentine.
Yeah. Indeed, so it ends in the first half here. Scotland Football Club leading by a goal to nil. Scored by Denver Mutikupuvu Mkamba in the 11th minute. Drawing first blood. He's a man that just loves scoring against Trojan Stars. In the reverse fixture that they won, Scotland had won 3-1. He scored a brace and he opened the account for Scotland in the 11th minute with a well-taken, crafted goal, well-engineered by King Natolo in that instance. And of course, as you see, the three referees conversing among themselves. And in a few moments' time, we should be crossing over to Anashe, who's waiting for the halftime analysis here. Let's cross to Anashe.
The first half has ignited as Scotland took the first half lead, courtesy of Denver Mukamba, is to make it 1-0. Now, gentlemen, let's talk about the first half. Starting with you, John. Maybe we can start by the key factors that led to Scotland's dominance in the first half.
Well, I think Scotland were good in terms of how they found each other, in terms of the clean passes. If you look at the way that they've been distributing the ball from the midfield and even into the final third of the ball, they were coming up with pinpoint passes. And if you look at the way the goal came through, it was actually out of interchange of play, clean passes, accurate passes, and threading passes into the final third. And of course, the goal came through because of poor marking on the part of Trojan. If you realize, Denver Mukamba was actually alone and marked. He saw a pocket of space, he ran into space, and then received the ball, he turned and fired. He picked up his spot and he fired, leading to the goal for Scotland. I think it's been their trademark this afternoon. They've been finding each other and hitting the passes from one player to another, leading to their goal.
And also, Terence, there have been too many fouls in the first half. As we can see, Scotland, they had also chances to maybe utilize them to maybe have more goals.
Yeah, I mean, if you look how the play is developing, you see that, Trojan are sitting in their defensive half, mostly. And the moment you do that, you are prone to obviously conceding fouls within very, very dangerous spots. And like you said, I mean, I thought probably Scotland should have been 2-3 up and wrap the match out. But they're not taking their chances. You have seen, as Joe has just alluded to, there's a lot of pockets that are being created in the attacking third. And the only way that you probably have to create goals is not to look for another, break or quick pass. You have to shoot. And I expect probably the second striker to go and do a rebound. But Trojan have to really, really get into the match. They are sitting way too deep in their own half. You'd see that they've never created a chance. And obviously, we know that they might be intimidated by a loud band that we have here. But when you're inside the pitch, make sure that you are there and you're there to deliver.
Also, let's talk about the defense from Trojan. It has been breached. What are the areas, the key factors that they have to look at so that they can actually score goals in the second half?
Well, my take is that Trojan, I think, were unsettled by the early goal. Because if you look at immediately after they considered that goal, they were rushing their passes, they were rushing their play, and at times making the wrong decision in key areas, which actually could have led them finding an equalizer. So my take will be, I think the coach will want to address that at halftime. They said, guys, we're 1-0 down. It's not a disaster. And we're playing away from home. All we need to do is just to make sure we are steady, we protect our back four, and make sure we solidify our midfield. And whenever we get a pass, whenever we get the ball, make sure we find each other and pick up pockets in the Scotland defense, in the Scotland line of defense, and then thereafter we can find a goal. If you look at the moment they did that in the first half, I think it was only once, they managed to thread a few passes, and from the left wing, they fired a shot on target. That was their first attempt at goal, which was actually saved by the goalkeeper, which for me speaks of a team that still can do it. They have the potential, but they are just not making the right decision in the key areas. What they need to do is to make sure they find pockets in the Scotland defense and make sure you find your man and give him a clean pass. Actually, they are not a bad side, Trojan. If they get a goal out of this game, they can actually cause an upset.
Can we say probably maybe it was the huge fan base from Scotland that has distracted them psychologically?
Well, maybe not. Look, if you look at Trojan, it's a team that is coming from a mining town that is also used to playing in a vocal environment. So yes, the voices may be rooting for Scotland, but it's a team, I think, that has been exposed to playing in under a vociferous crowd. They can deal with that. They've played in a mining setup where everyone supports the team. So maybe all they need to do is just not to listen to the voices from the terraces. Focus on their game and do what they need to do. They can get a goal, and when they get a goal, it can be anyone's game.
Maybe your sentiments from what John Kani has said, it can be anyone's game?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, for me, Trojan are not in the game unless if they always say, as we always say, the second half is for the coaches. Probably if the coach is going to be quite creative and ensure that he encourages the team to openly play. They're not playing. They're a bit restricted. Even if you look at how they get to space out, everybody's coming in the middle of the park. And for me, if you can't utilize the half spaces and the wide space, you can't create goals. You can't. All of us can be in the central channel. It's all gonna be packed, unless Trojan come in a different side. They must be able probably to get back in the game. And the only way to do that is probably to get a quick goal in the second half, first 15 minutes, and probably get to unsettle Scotland. But if Scotland gets it, first, then this is a wrap.
If you were a coach, are we going to go back to the drawing board now that is half time? Can Trojan maybe find key players that they can actually come back rejuvenated and turn things around?
No, I've realized that they have they've quite a mobile front three, if you ask me. But the challenge now is the balls are not coming in, because in the middle of the park I've been looking at the defensive midfield, right? All that he's doing all his passes are actually power passes. They're not going forward, simply because probably they're intimidated somehow. But this is a team, like Joe has just said, this is not a bad team. I mean, sitting 11th and been scoring, and obviously the last 3 games having 2 wins. This is a good team. But what they need to do is probably to get back in the match.
I think you have poked some areas of my interest. John Kani, talk to me on this one. I'm just more interested in Scotland's current position. Can we say there are chances of them winning, and also look ahead to maybe claim top spot?
Well, yes, they do. Scotland do have a chance to land the league title, but it's still too early yet. There's about 13 games to play. That's about 39 points to fight for. But as things stand right now, we have about 4 or 5 teams that are sitting at the top, separated by 2 or 3 points apart, and anything can happen. But all they need to do is to be consistent, avoid dropping unnecessary points. In this context, a draw is actually not good enough. You want all your 3 points out of these games. Because if you drop 2 points and the other teams are winning 3 points, that might be a difficult time for you to claw back. But still a long way to go. Scotland, yes, they do have a shout to the league title. They can still win this league title. All they need is consistency. Don't drop points. When you win, make sure you are tight, you are clean, you are neat, you secure your points. 3 points is the rule of the game at the moment.
Your contribution, I need your contributions on this one, Terence.
Well, it's still open. All the 4 teams, Talk of Moles, Black Rhinos themselves, they still have all equal good chances. But obviously the question is going to be who want it more. Yeah, and it seems like they all want it more. And from the noise that we're having in the Northern Region Division 1, they all want it. But obviously, like Joe alluded to, you can't draw points, especially when you're home. Well, on the go probably, but if you're home, you can draw points. Moles yesterday had a thumping of 5-1, and this is a team that shows you that they're in the match, and then the rest, and they want really to get in. But I also want to indicate one thing that I've actually seen with Scotland. I think their discipline level is a bit low. I saw the Denver throwing hands at the referee. That's a red card, if you ask me. And even the other foul that Saidi did in the middle of the park, that's a red card. Yeah, and these are some of the things that, obviously, as a coach now, you need to be able to manage your players, so that at least you keep. I mean, especially with a match like this, all 11 players in the field.
Kaniwa, what are maybe adjustments that both the teams need to utilize in terms of making the second half more igniting?
Well, if I were the Trojan coach approaching the second half, I will try and work in my midfield. Because if you look at Trojan, they've actually been overrun in the midfield. So I'll probably beef in more men in the midfield. Probably play a 4-4-2 formation. Just have 2 potent strikers up front, and then have 4 midfielders in the center of the park, whose main job will be, one, to frustrate Scotland from gaining dominance and threading passes into the final third. Frustrate that process. And then also have midfielders who are ball players, who can pick up the ball and pocket and see pockets in the Scotland defense and feed my 2 strikers. So for me, that's how I'll approach the second half. If I were the Trojan coach, play a 4-4-2 formation. We're playing away at home. We're one goal down, which is not a disaster. We can still find our way back out of this game in the second half. So play a 4-4-2, congest the midfield, frustrate Scotland from playing, and make sure we are effective ourselves going forward. We make pinpoint passes, and then we move forward as a pack. Probably if you get a goal as Trojan, it's game on.
And also when we talk about formation, John Khan is saying there needs to be a 4-4-2 formation. Maybe your contributions or maybe the formation, is it more effective when it comes to playing field?
Well, I think it also depends with the opponent's formation, which is a 4-3-3. If you go a 4-4-2 against a 4-3-3, probably have an extra man in the middle of the park. Now you have an advantage of an extra man. How then you utilize that extra man to create chances going forward would be very crucial. And the only way to do that is to have a quick transition and to ensure that at least when you're actually in the attacking third, you increase your pace. You actually get to move the ball a little bit quicker. You can't then have an extra man and not utilize the extra man going forward. So I think a 4-4-2 might work if they're able to contend obviously the middle of the park and also utilize the extra men going forward to create chances for themselves.
Let's talk about other teams in the log. Let's just talk about the top 4. Actually, when we see Moles, we've seen Harare City, Black Rhinos, and also Harare City and Black Rhinos are former, they have been in the top flight league before. Can we say they're in for it, as Moles are also proving to be the force to be reckoned with? Can we say Harare City and Black Rhinos are in for it to be back in the top flight?
Yes, indeed, they are in for it. Because if you look at the quality of play in Division 1, people somehow underrate the league. For me, this is one of the Division 1 is actually one of the competitive leagues that we can witness in a game of football, more so in our terrain in Zimbabwe. So the former Premier League clubs like your Harare City, your Black Rhinos, it's not like they are guaranteed that they'll drop to Division 1 and turn back into the Premier League immediately like that. It will never happen because there's competition in Division 1. You have teams that are actually trying to come up into the Premier League and also cause an upset. Look at the current setting in the Premier League. Who is top of the log in the Premier League? It's a team that came from Division 1. So that now tells you a script is changing. The landscape is changing. New voices are coming from the Division 1. And I think it's something that we need to respect. It's something that we need to recognize. That Division 1 football is watchable. It's enjoyable. And more so, and more importantly, it's competitive.
Your contribution, Terence?
Quite competitive. And I'm also liking the investment in the Division 1. And that actually opens the play up. You can't have the big boys dropping and coming back in. And now, at least now, they have to work for their ticket to get in. And it makes it interesting. I mean, if you go there the other time when Norton, the pitch was all packed, and the quality of football, I also have to comment, has actually really improved. You can actually then now weigh where to go, PSL match or the Division 1, especially if the top 4 are playing. You know that you're guaranteed of an exciting and entertaining match.
Can we say they, maybe bigger clubs in the top flight might actually relax a bit?
Well, probably so, and well, it also speaks to the competition itself, the PSL, the top flight. Yeah, well, when you have such attention coming to the Division 1, it actually tells us that they have to have some more homework to do to ensure that at least the pool pull more crowd and get more viewership in the PSL. And as we speak now, I think it's a tone in between now and Dynamo's been playing just now, and which is good. I mean, for football and good for the competition and entertainment.
Right, we're all set for the second half, and let's see how it goes. Your predictions, guys?
Yeah, well, I think Scotland will pull through in this game. They'll get the 3 points, yes, but I don't see Trojan scoring a goal out of this. Considering what I saw in the first half, yeah, they are too defensive and they are not threatening Scotland in any way. So I think at the end of the day, it's 3 points to Scotland.
All right, let me get you back to Valentine Mabugu as I pass the ball to him. Scotland leading by a goal to 0. Let's see if Trojan will bounce back rejuvenated. Over to you, Valentine.
Thank you, Anasha and the team for that analysis. Welcome back to the Hart Stadium, of course, to the live commentary of this, what is looking like a very exciting encounter so far, with the two sides trading enough blows, with Scotland drawing first blood in the 11th minute, courtesy of Denver Mudikumbuke Mukamba, with a smart finish in that encounter to take that is Scotland into the first half with a lead of 1-0. And of course, we are almost getting ready for the second half. As you could hear the analysis coming through from Terence Jemba Malunga, as well as Joe Nkani, who is my match analyst right here this afternoon. And of course, as we follow this great game of football from the Hart Stadium. Of course, this is a stadium situated at the suburban area of Waterfalls, that is south of Samora, so to speak. And of course, it houses two different areas. The northern goalpost, that is where you find Sunnington, and the southern goalpost, that's where you find that is Waterfalls in that regard and respect as well. As we head for the referee, William Nyasulu, to get us started. And Scotland going through their rituals. Defending the goal, going there to have a little prayer of some sort and asking for divine intervention. We are at a ground where divine intervention, I'm sure, is found here at the Hart Stadium. That is where the Yada Hotel is, and the other the PhD Ministries is also found. So I guess they'll know that maybe the Lord is just nearby, not too far away for their prayers to be answered.
Oh yes, Valentine, you can't separate spiritualism from football. You know, players are people, they are human beings. Of course, they do have their beliefs, as diverse as they may be, but one thing still stands out, that there's always that prayer for divine intervention.
Indeed, so no changes from the two coaches of the sides that were there in the first half there. And let's wait to see how this one will pan out, to see how it's going to be, as we see Jacob Harper. Scotland to get us started. Willem Nyasulu, the referee, checking his clock, so making sure that he's got everything sorted to get us underway. The fans are eager. Here we go. As we kickstart, that is the second half. Badra Lincoln Rosia with a long session ball, but defended well by Trojan. So I'm sure Scotland will be looking to draw first blood in the second half, or get an early one to unsettle. That is Trojan, and Trojan themselves, they need to really grab the scruff of this game by its neck, really, and try and win it. O'Malley finds that is Ashley Ndege. Free kick considered there by Cleberson Mutemaringa. What do they need to do? I know you were asked this question really earlier on, in terms of the changes that they need to ring, and how that is Trojan stars need to exert in this. We saw how lethargic they were. We were seeing them in flashes of brilliance here and there, but they were in stop and start.
Yes, I think Trojan should a better advice just to be steady, be cool, be calm, be collected. It's not a disaster. You're just trailing by one odd goal, so anything can still happen. I'll probably, as a Trojan coach, I will fortify the midfield and frustrate Scotland from playing and knitting passes into the final third. So then make sure we move as a block going forward. Probably just leave two strikers who are up front and make sure we support them with clean passes and support them with the overloading boxes numbers into the Scotland box, probably we could get something out of it. So at the moment, it's just about just don't panic. Take it easy. Make sure you make the right decisions in the right places. You probably get something out of this game.
Indeed. Here comes Trojan Stars now. Launching along on forward. Couldn't latch onto that one. Good defensive work coming through from Chira, the centre back for Scotland. Here they come now, Scotland, with Kapchkariwa, but couldn't find and complete his pass. Good defense.
Clever, click, click, bang, when no one is expecting. Yeah, it had been on target, yes. Of course, it went off target, and the keeper would like to see that one going out and get a goal kick out of it.
Foul there on Julius Chiwisa. Free kick. They're prepared to take it. They quickly find Zure rather, Crispa. Can he turn his marker? Not allowed to do so. Zure now to Julius Chiwisa. Chiwisa launching a long one forward. Looking for, that is Francisco Kachiza. Nadolo still fighting. Should be a throw in. The referee delaying play. What is he asking? The players look confused, but finally play resumes. Here comes Trojan now. Try to build something here, but they'll push it back to their own half to get a better restart. That's better now from Trojan Stars. Good interchange of passing here. They need that good neat ball into the final third. Chance to whip in across. It's nicely whipped in. My goodness! Misses the target by a whisker.
This is what they need. This is what they need, finding their way into the box. Yes, and it was a free header. It was a free header. Of course, he didn't get the right connection, but if he found the right connection to that ball, it would have troubled goalkeeper Panache.
It did. He knows it. Yeah. Could tell there how he was holding his head. Denver now. Fumbitsai. Denver. Fumbitsai. Cross, it's a poor one. Rushed his effort. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Cross is whipped inside the header. Flushing, but too weak. And straight into the waiting arms of Lenmo Muzaruri. Scotland regaining composure. Temper with a cheeky black heel. He's a marvel to watch on his day. There he is. Said to have gone out. Much to the disagreement of the parties in the crowd.
Yeah, of course, they will want to maintain their possession, yes. But in football, it says that the whole circumference of the ball must have crossed the line. So I guess the assistant referee on the near side saw the whole circumference of the ball breaching the touchline and giving away a throw-in.
Lenmom Zaruri. Youssef Umali. Julius Chiwisa. Crispin Zure, Chiwisa. Launching a long one forward. Badra was all his favorite on that one. He's kept his men very quiet this afternoon. That is Tavaza Gwashavanu. Scotland now asking the questions. A run by Pubidzai. Can he whip in across? Yes, he does. But it's not good enough to find a man in blue and white. Trojan. Concede.
You see what he's talking about, wrong decision making. I think he held on to that ball for too long, and there was a man who was supporting him to his left hand side. So if he had released that ball, it would have been advantage Trojan. But he decided to dribble one more man instead of releasing the ball to a teammate, which then cost him the move in that instance.
And did. Throw in. No problem there for Fortune Munemo. His former also Manika Diamonds. Used to play Manika Diamonds under 19. Then he went to Mozambique, came back. Clearance with a scissors kick. Finds the man in blue shirt as well. Here comes better play here. Interchange of from Scotland. Again, decision making.
Yeah. For me, I don't think there was a need to try and attempt a goal at that way. I mean, if you do, make sure you find target. If you do, make sure you invite the goalkeeper to a save. And of course, a few opinions coming from the terraces there that you would have played the ball and knitted to a teammate. That we are echoing the same sentiment as well.
Here comes Trojan as they cross the centre half. Here they come. Getting now more exerted in the game, getting more of the feel of the ball. This should build their confidence as they look for areas to penetrate this very resolute and not very much tested Scotland defense so far this afternoon. The win possession, nicely played by Tumsani Kubani. Denver, twist and turns, showed too much of it and loses possession in the process. Here they come, Trojan with a chance here. Inside the 18, he falls. Does he win a free kick? No, he doesn't. Trojan now started asking questions. A shot! Off target. Better nonetheless.
Yeah, better nonetheless. Yeah, he only lacked the direction, but I think in terms of the elevation or in the altitude of the ball, yeah, it was good to attempt a goal.
Yes. Leroy Mafunga and Klopas Dube preparing to come in. Double change. The third one for Scotland. Being prepared here. Need a bit of edges and pace up front. Taking out jersey number 21, Tibisani. Kubane. They've also taken out, so that is Tapuana Shehuni. So Klopas Dube.
And Tumisani Kubane also coming out.
Yeah. Let's see what it could bring for Genesis Mangombe. "55 minutes played. Here they come. Trojan now with their tails up. Genesis Mangombe being forced to make ring some changes. Trojan Stars asking the questions. Badra led to that. A chance here. Can he shoot? Oh, places his effort over the bar. He was a bit off balance there. That is Philip Chiripanyanga. Leroy Mafunga's got one goal for the season.
Yeah, he's got one goal for the season, so hopefully he'll come in and influence proceeding here by probably finding his second goal of the season. We'll wait and see.
Indeed. Let's check. Here comes Trojan now, asking all the questions. They need to get the good final pass in the final third. Otherwise, what they're doing, free kick. Waiting for the restart here. They're asking where the ball boys are. The goalkeeper has it. Panashe Nyabuga with the long searching ball. Looking for Kloppers Dube. Couldn't get his first touch. The big striker for Scotland. Better, O'Malley. Oh, couldn't keep it in.
That has been Trojan's biggest undoing. They look jittery at times when they have the advantage, when they own the momentum. You know, they seem to make the, costly mistakes and wrong decision making.
Dead. Trojan now. Looking for a free kick, but couldn't get it. Clips one in, too close to the goalkeeper. He was offside there.
He was offside anyway. Yeah.
They launch another attack. Scotland now is the cross, the centre half, deep into enemy territory. Here they come, Nadolo. Jacob Nyakope. Free kick. Given, throw in. They're asking the fans. They are still in song and dance with great anticipation in their eyes, you can tell.
Yeah, well, they enjoy themselves. They are leading 1-0, and they will hope and pray that it ends like this. As long as they get the 3 points, it will be a good outing for them.
Throw in, side 18, good control by King Nadolo. Leroy Mafunga with a good whipped in cross, a shot! Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper! Ronald Fupitsai to connect with that one. The keeper with a brilliant acrobatic save.
Yeah, Lenmo Muzaruru showing how important he is to the side, to this Trojan side. Look, we spoke about him earlier in the first half, where he's actually a good penalty kick taker as well as a penalty kick saver. So what more of that an attempt that is made from range? He's certainly going to come out better than the attacker in that instance.
Corner kick for Scotland. It's overcooked. The current returning Denver Mkamba. The goalkeeper, Lenmo Zaruru, so far with 2 brilliant saves to keep the hopes of his side quite much alive. Within reach of getting an equalizer here. Those start building from the back. Launch a long one forward. Good touch, better play. Philip. Stepping into the waiting half of the goalkeeper.
I think they can do better deliveries into the box than that what we saw there. You know, we are at the end of a promising move, and then the final ball actually doesn't profit the team. It becomes difficult. So, yeah, more so for a team that is chasing an equalizer.
Offside adjudged by second assistant on the far side. The goalkeeper wants to go all the way. Sure, Trojan Stars will be preparing a change in a few moments' time as Scotland search for another goal here. A header, goalkeeper comes out, parries it away out of danger. Back pass to the goalkeeper. Confidently beats his marker and finds a good pass. Nicely done. Leroy Mavunga. Lincoln Josiah. Denver. Josiah. Beats his marker neatly. Fumbitsai. The cross comes in here. Dube. Patra Dube. Places the ball over the bar. What a chance.
That was a brilliant move from Scotland, from back
They
to
get a corner
front.
kick.
Yes,
Deflect.
yeah. Effectively getting themselves a corner kick, but out of a brilliant move, they found each other. They were hitting clean passes to each other, and the cross that was flighted from the left wing was actually causing problems for Trojan. And there's actually been a shout for a handball in the box by Scotland fans, but of course the referee didn't see that one and he didn't award a penalty kick.
Throw in considered by Devil Campbell on the far side. Quickly taken by Trojan Stars. They know that Scotland is still recovering from the corner kick set piece, but they've been forced back into their own half. Foul by Klopas Dube. The captain not too happy.
And what that kind of a foul does is to disrupt the momentum of the team in possession of the ball. Yeah, well, some will call it a professional foul, but at the end of the day, it disturbs the momentum and the rhythm of the team that is trying to attack.
Joseph Tawanda being prepared to come in here as play is stopped. There he is. That's Joseph Tawanda. We wait to see who. Together with Taurai Chinyarere. They call him Towers. Was with the side back in 2014. Indeed. Fans of all ages. Chiripanyanga being given a rest. Together with Tafadza, rather together with Francisco Kachiza. Philip Chiripanyanga and Tafadza Chiza being given a rest here. We're now in the 65th minute. There your substitutes confirmed. Throw in quickly taken by Chris Bazure. To Julius Chiwisa. Back to his goalkeeper. Nadolo wants them to press higher. Says, I'm chasing alone, lads. Throw in.
Some lovely pictures coming from the terraces there. It's also
beauty
good.
in the game.
Yes, beauty in the game, Valentine, and also good to see the fair agenda coming in as well to watch the men's game. Yes, it's good for the game of football. It's a good advert. This is actually meant to be. That's what it is actually meant to be, for the family to come through and enjoy a lovely day and lovely afternoon at a sports stadium.
Genesis Magambe. Could he be the Genesis that Scotland lead to be the Premiership? Launches a long one inside the 18. Badra to clear. Just control the shoot! Good serve from the goalkeeper for a corner kick. Mighty serve.
Yeah.
Good test of the goalkeeper in this instance from Trojan Stars.
That's a fair attempt from Trojan, yeah, who are coming in there to try and find an equalizer. A good shot from Cleberson Matemaringa, who found target, and of course he found goalkeeper Panache well positioned to deal with that one on the near post.
Corner kick. Omali. Yusuf to take it is the set piece taker. This should be an in-swinger. Nicely whipped in. Goalkeeper parries it away. Like Joe said, when you goalkeeper, when you go for it, make sure you get to it.
And effectively he did, and now they've won themselves a goal kick, because the second reload, the second recovery, the second ball flighted into the box was actually not good enough, and they get themselves a goal kick, and now they recycle and they start the ball. They start playing with the ball in their feet.
The restart with Badra. Lincoln Rasia. It's looking for Dube. Kloppers. Nicely and well marshaled by Julius Chiwisa. Switch flanks now. They shift to the left side of attack. King Natolo showing a bit of urgency. Denver Mkamba dilly-dallying with it, with a bit of paratellas, showing them let's cool down a bit. But I'm sure the lads are saying we need a goal, an assurance goal, security goal.
Yeah, well, I think Denver, that was for the crowd, not necessarily for the team. They are leading by one goal and anything can happen. Not so long ago, we saw Trojan trying a fair attempted goal. And now, all you need, I think, is Scotland. They need to find themselves a second goal and make sure they lock this game. 1-0 as this thing stands now is not safe, it's not secure.
Free kick. But to the opposite direction of Scotland. Denver Mkamba chasing, but the press is not that high enough. It's a long chase. Julius.
While Denver was conducting the choir there and telling his team to calm down, you may want to note that Denver has never finished 90 minutes since he started this season. And well, it will be something of a surprise if he does go through the full 90 minutes out of this game. So we may fairly anticipate that he may be withdrawn at any stage of this game. But look, we never know. It's a game of football. Anything can happen.
A free kick to Trojan Stars. Denver shouldn't do that. He will attract himself a second yellow needlessly, as he pushed that ball away while the referee was looking the other side. And if the referee was going to get an assistant from his assistant,
yes, you could be in trouble for doing that. Trouble. Yes, yeah, and you still want to maintain your presence. You want to maintain your spot in the game. You don't want to be given a second yellow card and exit the scene. So I think that was very unnecessary and ill-advised.
Nicely done. Throw in to Scotland. Quickly taken by Fumbitsai to the goalkeeper. Launches a long one forward. Natolo. Clever piece of play from him. Can they whip in across? There's the two. The goalkeeper was very much alert to cut that cross. There was Kloppers as well as Lira Mafungo waiting. Get a feel of the brass band that we can hear as well.
Yes, yeah, I mean they've been playing one popular tune after another, and they make the crowd continue to be engaged in the game, and everyone feels part of the environment, of the atmosphere. It's a good advert for football, and people are enjoying themselves out there in the terraces. More so, their team is leading by 1-0.
71 minutes into the game, 19 plus optional time still to play. 19 minutes for Trojan Stars to equalize, and 19 for Scotland to bag maximum points here. They'll push it back, but to the wrong man. That is Scotland. The captain will push it back to his goalkeeper, Len Moore. Zaruri. There he is now, trying to get his troops to get into receiving positions as he launches another attack. But that's a replica of Peter Farnwell and Brenham Siska. Keeper to keeper kind of thing. Back in the day, I know, Joe, you remember those days.
Yeah, I do. You know, you'll have your Brenham Siska a long speculative ball that will actually get to the opposite goalkeeper without any infield player playing or having contact with the ball.
The fans now whistling and wanting Denver to be given a rest, I suppose. There he is now with the chipped pass, clever. Almost worked out perfectly for Scotland. Trojan regain possession. Better play from Jacob Nyakope. Gets a round of applause from the Partizan home crowd here. Natolo, twisted tense, finds a pass. They're looking for Kloppers. Free kick.
Mixed voices coming from the terraces, Valentine. You have the brass band entertaining, and you have a few whistles and boos coming from the crowd. They are expressing their displeasure. They want some change. They want to see a security goal, an insurance goal coming from their favorite team, Scotland.
Trojan. Leroy Mavunga gets there first. Throw in on the near side. Genesis Montgomery, as you can see there, trying to get the last team. Is trotting something to the bench for a bit of a warm-up. Yes, I think it's time. The signal has come. Long throw in from Fortune Munemo. Looking for Kloppers Dube. Chipped away for a throw in by Lenmo Mzaruri.
Yeah, the idea was good. He just wanted to maintain possession, but of course he overcooked his chip there by giving away a throw in. But others, his idea I think was noble. He just didn't want to carelessly whip the ball up into the air and forward.
So we wait if Webster Chingoza can make some changes as well. That could be a telling effect to this game. Throw in comes in. Shot blocked. Chest controlled. Oh, he loses possession. Consists possession. Mavunga. The cross is a good one. Era. It's a looping, weak one nonetheless. No problem for the goalkeeper, Lenmom Zaruri. That should be a yellow card. Mistimed from Wellington Kamchgariwa. Young brother to DJ Fountain. If you didn't know, his name is Arnold Kamchgariwa.
Yeah, well, playing some Zim dance for football there, but unfortunately earning himself a booking in the process.
Yellow card. He caught him very late. As you can see, the players having a shot. The referee needs to sort this mess out.
Yes, yeah. And
he needs to call Weja.
Yeah, Wellington, you just got yourself a yellow card. There's no need to engage, whether physically or even vocally. Just step away from the scene and protect yourself from any further sanctioning.
Is he even listening to what the referee is saying?
Yeah.
And exchange of words. I'm sure with a bit of profanity as well. Gladly we don't have marks on players.
Yeah, gladly we don't get to hear some of the conversations, but otherwise, yeah, you are bet on hearing something that can be very unpleasant. Yes.
The medical doctor also signaling that he is okay. Don't worry. That is Melissa Mambi, together with Italian Stube. Good sportsmanship from Wellington Kamchariwa to just step and apologize to the young man. We restart here with the long searching ball. A big stare coming through from Klopas Dube. Throw in. Captain play. The 1-2 pass couldn't be completed. Lincoln Rasia, the captain. For Scotland. Throw in. Natolo beats his marker for pace. Is there somebody in the box? Oh, he was looking for Klopas Dube, didn't arrive there in time. Fouled the goalkeeper in the process. Trojan Stars now trying to conjure something out here. Zure. Mkurnyoro. Katifu Brian. Zure. Better play from Trojan. They're keeping it in their half. The impending substitution exciting the Scotland fans. They can't wait for the ball to go out. Long searching ball. Telegraphed to the right man and well received. Trojan now coming forward. Here they come now. The captain, they cross the center line. Being allowed all acres of space to go. What can he do? Falls, but not fouled. Leroy Mafunga now. Fouled in the process. As he was putting on the afterburners.
And we see crowd favorite Boroma now getting prepared to come in for Scotland. Well, we wait to see if he's going to influence proceedings here, but definitely, as you can see, he's actually a crowd favorite coming in to replace Scotland player King Nadolo. Clive Chapo Boroma getting ready to come on.
Let's see how good he is. They always love their own from Abuku.
Oh yes, yeah, it's a homeboy and they will always root for him. They always want to wish the best for him. It's a crowd favorite. You can even tell from the crowd that they are responding and welcoming him.
I've always mentioned this, that sometimes certain clubs are not successful because they haven't invested in the local talent within the town or city.
Yes.
That's why, you know, sometimes they're not supported and loved like they do.
Yes.
And imagine the crowd that FC Platinum could have.
Yes, yes.
Look
at the connection that he has got. As soon as he stepped onto the field, how he lit up the terraces. People are welcoming him and they'll always enjoy that kind of a connection with their local players.
The chance and he scores. The referee had blown there for a foul. Kloppers had scored there, but flagged for a foul.
Duma thought he had scored in that case, and of course the referee picked up a foul and cancelled that goal.
We're in the death of this one. 82 minutes, 8 minutes plus optional time still to play, Joe. Looks like Scotland are holding on, but it's on a thread, really.
Yeah, Scotland are holding on by a thread. Anything can happen. It's only that Trojan are not efficient. Trojan are not effective in the way they approach the final third. Otherwise, they could have gotten something out of this game. But look, they are wrong. They are making decisions in the right places, and thereby costing or compromising their offensive play and diminishing their chances of even finding themselves a goal, an equalizer, which can be very valuable on the road, getting a point on the road. As it is, Scotland are looking to the good.
Indeed. As we see the players being attended to, Leroy Mavunga together with that is Crispa Zure. Double substitution. Ashlyn Dege out. So is also Cleberson Temaringa in that double substitution.
Yeah, being replaced by no rest Casamiro, who's coming in, and Walter Mchekesi coming in as substitute for Trojan.
Teba Mkamba tries a snapshot, couldn't pull it. Oh, he's still in the game. Denver. Interchange of passes neatly done. Leroy. Across, it's a good one. No takers for Scotland. And that one will trickle out for a goal kick.
That was an inviting cross from Leroy Mavunga on the right channel. But of course, there was no one attracting that ball on the blind side. It could have been curtains for Trojan. They found a connecting player on the other side. It would have been curtains for Trojan. And secured 3 points for the host team, Scotland.
Launch another attack here. Trojan to defend as they push it back to their goalkeeper. Lenmo Zaruri. It slipped there. Denver. Play called back on for a foul. The fans in song. These are desperate times, really, with 5 minutes plus optional time still to go. These can be nervy moments for players, lapsing concentration and so forth, that you need to keep your concentration levels very high.
Yes, these are the moments where you then get a hero or a villain. It could be a hero from Trojan who rescues the game, or a villain from Scotland who concedes a goal. So these are moments where you need 100% focus, 100% concentration, and making sure there's presence of mind. You're not making any mistakes, but at the same time, you're just managing the last few minutes of the game and either lock the game or find an equalizer.
Indeed, Trojan Stars now. They push it back to their goalkeeper, very reliable, that is Lemom Zaruri. Push it now to Omali Yusuf. Deft touch, didn't pull through, but lucky for him, there was somebody in support to cover. Chance now in acres of space, he can keep it in. He can't, and that one took out for a goal kick. Genesis Mangombe really animated now on the bench, out of your picture. The goalkeeper, I'm sure, will make Elvis second now. As look at him now, asking that the ball does not have enough pressure.
That's panache soup for you, yeah. Making sure he will manage the game, the last few minutes of the game. And he has only missed 2 games, Valentine, since the season started, and since he came in for as the goalkeeper for Scotland after Gugumoyo was deemed excess baggage and was offloaded by Scotland. So he has come in and solidified his place in the team. He has only missed 2 games this season.
A long one is launched forward. A chance, but good clearance there from Zure Crispa. Good play from Wellington. Where's Kamchkariwa? Launch along one forward. Kloppers fighting for it. Trojan Stars now. They come forward. With Toraichi Nyerere. Couldn't keep it in.
That final pass into the final third, I think Trojan has been misleading. They have been not doing themselves any favor. They are not neat in terms of their final third pass. Their final ball to their strikers hasn't been clinical. It hasn't been neat, and it hasn't been clearly identified. So that has been their biggest undoing. And of course, Scotland will take all their time to make sure they retrieve the ball and restart play.
Throw in. On the near side. There they come. Trojan now being pressed. They come with it cleanly and neatly in their own half as they control and detect the pace. But they need the goal here to gain a point and spoil the party for the title chaser Scotland. As you can hear, the fans are in song and dance that they've been singing throughout the game. You have to give it to them. Throw in on the far side. Tafatswa. Gwashavanu. Denver chasing. But to no avail. They lose it. Good anticipation. Coming through from Leroy Mavunga. Being elbowed out of the way. It was clever interception from him. Very quick. He does put the after penalty quite well and well timed as well.
That speaks of anticipation on the part of Leroy Mavunga. He knew what was likely to happen and he was alert and make sure that he intercepted that pass, and intercepted he did, and make sure that he regained possession for the team. And now they are on the offensive.
Now on the offensive as we were in the 90th minute. Wellington Kamchkariwa to take this one. Can they put a final nail into the coffin of Trojan Stars? It looks like a malware that has been detected so far. Denver, no problem for the goalkeeper. Now they can go on the counter now. That is Trojan Stars. Fumbitsai does well to recover. Throw in on the far side. Here they come, Trojan Stars now. To the wrong man. Fumbitsai chasing. Does he win it? He doesn't. Falls kindly to the Trojan Stars defense. Denver fighting and tussling. Fouled for a high put. Kloppers doing well to delay play. Trojan take it. The 90 up. It's now at the mercy of the referee for Trojan Stars as well as for victory for Scotland. A victory that will see them go third on the Northern Region Premier Soccer League. They'll eclipse Black Rhinos after Rhinos drew against Shamva in a goalless draw yesterday. Denver. Can they whip in across? Yes, they do, to find Denver with the dummy. Klopas Dube. Denver tries to press it and shoot, but blocked. It was a weak one. Another cross is blocked. Offside. Judges the first assistant on the near side. That will give a bit of relief to Trojan Stars. Here they come now. Trojan Stars, they should know time is not on their side. We're into optional time here.
Yeah, Trojan have been clumsy in their play. They haven't been clinical. The way they lose the ball to Scotland at times it can be very disappointing. For a team at this level, you don't want to give away possession unnecessarily and recklessly as Trojan are doing this afternoon.
Indeed. But one thing, the goalkeeper Trojan has been very impressive. He's good with his feet, with 2 important saves in the game as well. For me, outstanding for them so far.
Yes, indeed. The Trojan goalkeeper, I mean, for me, has been one reliable pair of hands in the defensive line for Trojan. So, Lenma Muzaru, I think for me, he's a good player. He's a decent goalkeeper who can influence games. I also like this distribution in Valentine. If you look at the way he was distributing, be they goal kicks or be they distribution of the ball during play, for me, he came out as a very dependable, very reliable goalkeeper who can actually initiate play, who can actually initiate attack for his team. So kudos to the...
Genesis Mangobe backing instructions and shouting. Look at him. He's not going to let this slim, slender lead go through his fingers. And 3 points, you need them in the back for the title chase. Moss getting 5 yesterday. Cross comes in, it's whipped in. Good save from the goalkeeper as well. Mavunga. What can they do here? Denver to Leroy. Keeps it in play. Will he go for the corner flag? Cross comes in, blocked by Zure. Throw in on the far side. I'm sure they'll take all the sweet precious time here. We're into the 4th minute of optional time. Throw it. Quickly taken. Denver. The referee blows to end this one. For the first time this season, Denver Mkamba finishes a game, scores as well, and his goal becoming the deciding effect. This is the effect that he does have on the team.
And more so, he was enjoying himself. If you look at the way, after scoring that ball, he went on, of course, what we might call showboating, but at the same time, you could realize that that was a player who was enjoying himself. And of course, he's broken his own record of finishing a game this season for Scotland.
Indeed. Everybody will be asking now, what is the way forward for Scotland? And what can they do to win the league? Those 3 points effectively mean that they now go 4th. They now go 3rd above Black Rhinos.
Black Rhinos who drew 0-0 yesterday.
Indeed, because of a goal difference. But because they scored one now with a better goal difference, it goes to 16 and goes above them with 50 points. As well, go above Black Rhinos.
Yes.
Scotland. So Moss lead the pack with 54 points. With Aurora City
lying second
with 52 points. Then Scotland with 50 and Black Rhinos with 50.
Yes, and these 4 teams, anything can happen. They can still win the league, and we hope the better team will win.
All right, we can go for the pitch side interviews now, as Anashem Rombedzi is on standby to give us the sentiments coming through from the 2 coaches. That is Genesis Mangobe, the winning coach, as well as the losing coach. That is the man Webster Chingoza. So, Anashe, it's over to you.
Scotland fans are ecstatic as they have cruised to victory, and they were pushed to the edge of their seats as their smiles all the way. Scotland cruising to victory, taking on a 1-0 win against Trojan Stars. Now we have seen Scotland bagging 3 points home and away, and also we have seen Denver Mkamba haunting, being the same player haunting Trojan Stars in the first match as well as today's match, ending 1-0, and he has bagged 3 goals from Trojan Stars. And now we have seen Scotland leapfrogging Black Rhinos in the log table. So right now I have been joined by Scotland, the winning coach, Genesis Mangome. Coach, an impressive victory for the team.
Yeah, we are very happy. You know, at this point we don't need to lose points. So I'm happy that we managed to get maximum points.
And how is this victory crucial in terms of the team's aspiration to bag the title?
Yeah, you know, the race is now tight. So at some point you need to win every game when it comes. So we are very happy that we managed to collect maximum points.
All right. And what was the game plan initially when we saw you withdrawing Emmanuel Saidi?
Yeah, you know, Emmanuel Saidi is a very good player, but otherwise, because he was on a yellow card and he was also giving some crude tackles. So we say in order to play the whole game with number of players, that is the 11 players in the field of play, we need to protect him, because I foresee him getting a red card, because at some point after every playing 2 games he get a red card, 2 games red card. Maybe we need to work on his mental fitness.
Right, and what is the game plan going forward as you maybe in terms of the team's current performance and also the position in the league?
Yeah, I think we need to work very hard and also try to get goals in every game, because at the end of the day also these goals are going to count, because you know the teams are starting on the one on the top and the second and the third one. The goal difference is going to work at the end of the day. So we need also to increase our goal scoring chances, so that our chances are bright of winning the league.
Just a teaser, coach. Are you going to probably win a championship, work on winning championships and get back to the top flight, this time with Scotland?
Yeah, of course. I think with Scotland, Scotland has got resources and they are doing very well to get promotion. So we are also going to work very hard so that we will get promoted.
Thank you so much, coach. Congratulations once again. All right, that was Scotland coach Genesis Mangombe, and now I'm joined by Trojan Stars coach Webster Chungozo. Coach, a disappointing result today. What went wrong?
Yeah, very disappointing indeed. I think we played well, especially positional in the second half. But you know, these kind of games, when you are playing with against players like Denver, you know, sometimes they punish you if you make a simple mistake. And I think today, it's only that we gave that goal, we gave him a lot of space. And because of that space, he utilized and scored.
And how did Scotland's strategy exploit your weakness? And also given the fact that Denver Mkamba, being the same player, are wanting you both home and away?
Yeah, I think we worked very well, you know, back in training, but you know, these are the youngsters. They're just starting, and I think they tried. That's all I can say. I think they tried, but it's just that it wasn't good enough for us today.
And going forward, what are you telling the boys maybe to actually see key areas that needs to be improved moving forward?
Yeah, if you look at where we are right now, I think it's not a very good position. We have to work very hard so that we try to move away from relegation. But you know, like I always say, this is a marathon. You know, we still have a number of games to play, and if we can manage, you know, to move out of relegation zone, I think this year it will be much better, so that we regroup again and try to work for better things next season.
39 games to go. I think there is still more time for you maybe to keep up and maybe get a comfortable position in the league. What exactly are you looking at to actually move and step away from the relegation zone?
Yeah, I think we have to work very hard. very, very hard so that we try to win, especially at home. It's unfortunate this year that we only have one I think 2 games, at home. So I think we need to improve in that area so that home games, even away, we try to win. Because every single point counts now where we are. If we lose a game, I think we are in trouble. Yeah. You're welcome.
That was a Trojan Stars coach Webster Chongodzo, who was actually giving his sentiments on today's match. Now I'm joined by the player of the match, and also I think it's quite impressive that Scotland has cruised to victory. Maybe you can just kickstart by telling us how was the performance today, and how did you see yourself putting your team into lead?
Yeah, it's an opportunity to run by Shuana. As a team, I'm very happy to work as a team. As a Scotland club. Next, I took the chief. I'm going to Premier Soccer League next season. So, because of Farah, individual, I'm going to start with Shanda Park. Also, I'm very happy today. I will score another goal. Also, to keep up fighting for the top goal scorer. I'm coming there a little bit by bit. So, I'm very happy with my performance today.
Right, Denver, takatarisa tichienderera mberi netichiona matambiro amamuchiita ndezvipi zvamunga uone kuti aya ndo maareas atinokwanisa kunge tichigadzirisa kuti mukwanise kuachieve goal yenyu kuti munge muchiendawo kupremiership?
Yeah, maareas atinokwanisa kugadzirisa kuScotland ndeyekuti kungoweka as a team. Makaweka as a team munoachieve a lot. Because makada kuweka individually, I can't go far, in football. But in a game at the Sarah now, it's going to be as a team, which is going to win each and every game with the So I'm very happy going to today. So I boost out. Also last week game with the Catrium against Platinum, we draw 1-1. Also it's an advantage one. I think I go to Takatanga goals. So I just find no goals. But if he scored first, at least no goals. It's better to play 1-0 or 2-0. So today I'm very happy. The result here nice. Yes.
Thank you so much, Denver. All the best. All right. That was Denver Mkamba, the player of the match, who helped his team Scotland cruise to 1-0 victory against Trojan Stars. As from me, Anasha Mramedzi, and the entire crew behind the scenes, please stay tuned to ZBC TV.